Today we'll talk about Python lists and tuples. These are data structures. So lists and tuples are core data structures in Python that allow us to store collections of items. Think of them as containers to hold your data. And it can take all data types that we've covered in previous lesson. So in one list, you can have a Boolean, a string, and a number which is integer. So key difference between list and tuple is mutability. Lists are mutable. This means that you can change their contents after you've created them. Tuples are immutable. Once you create a tuple, you cannot modify its elements. So now we'll take an example and have a look. So as you can see, this example, you've got a list of numbers, and I'm going to add strings in it just now. So now, one thing I would like to explain, if you want to print a slice of the list, not all of it. So I'm printing from 0 to 3. The first item in a list is actually indexed as 0. So here is how many items you're going to print. You might think it's 4 because it's 0, 1, 2, 3. But according to Python syntax, the last one is not printed. So number 3 is not printed. It doesn't count. So I printed only 0, 1, 2. If I want to print 4 numbers, I'll do this. So this is actually called slicing a list. So yeah. Also, if you want to add something in a list, you use something called method. It's a method called append. So now I'm adding orange into it. And then I'm going to print the list. As you can see, the orange is added there. It has many methods. List has many methods. So when you have something added at the end, it's called a method in Python. The actual thing is called object. So list is an object. So now remove is a method in this object is to remove something. So I'm going to remove number 4 and see what happens. So number 4 disappeared. There's another method called index. So what does that mean? If I want to check number 5 now, what is the index for number 5? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So index of 5 is actually 3. So let's see what will be printed here. Number 3. So 5 is index 3. And if I want to add something, let me add apple at index 3. So it will be at index 3 now. So I've added that. Now if I print, I'll see that 0, number 1 is 0 here. 1, 2, 3, apple is index 3. And there are more methods that you can actually explore. Here they are and their description. And if you want even more information, you can go to W3 schools. For that, you can get many of them. But for now, at beginner level, these are enough. And if I want to now change something in the list, let me change at index 1 and put grapes there. So here, number 2 is going to be replaced with grapes. So here, I'm going to print it after assigning. So number 2 disappeared now. So this is one difference between lists and tuples. So in a tuple, you cannot actually amend anything. So now I've got a tuple here, and I'm just going to print it first of all. Here, my tuple. I'll comment this out. So this is my tuple. If I want to count how many items, this is one of the methods, count. It tells me there are, no, I'm counting how many times number 3 actually repeats. So it tells me 2. If I want to know the number of items, I'll just do len, number of items inside the tuple, 6 here. If I want to assign something to the tuple, it's not possible. It's not going to accept, as you can see. Let's slice it first to try whether we can slice it. Yes, we can actually slice. But if you want to change something, you cannot. Let's add number 12. And it throws an error. Object does not support item assignment. So if I want to know the index of number 3, it gives me 2. That means where is 3 placed? Here. 0, 1, 2. Let me check the index of number 5. What are we going to get? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4. So the index place of number 5 is 4. Yes. And tuples have methods, as you can see. They're not many. There could be more than this, but I only given you 2 here. So when do you use lists? Is when you need to change the contents of your collection. And tuples is when you need a guarantee that your data won't change accidentally, like coordinates or configuration settings. Homework is here. Create a list of your favorite foods. Add a new food to the end of the list. Sort the list in alphabetical order. Create a tuple of numbers. Find the index of the first occurrence of the number 5, if it exists. And that's the end until next lesson. See you.